Welcome Aquarius, and welcome to your moment in time and the time in between the times, in between the years. And I want to take a sneak peek, and I would love you to trust that whenever this reading finds you, that it holds a message for you, and that you trust your own intuition that comes with this reading, and follow always your own intuition. So I have a card to lead us in where you are in this present moment and what comes up as a theme. We will see what this will be. And I think these three. And I would love to know what is ripe to let it go and what is ripe to step into in your life right now. And we can see this in these cards as well, to see shadow and the light, and I think this one is it. And I want to see the path you are on right now. Oh yeah, these. And then I would love to know what is heading your way that you don't know yet, and what is heading your way. These are these two. And then I would love to know what is the message from Spirit about all of this. And there we go. We have to. And I would love to know what is supporting you. Volunteers, and then I would love to know what are the next steps, what is there to know, or whatever comes up in this area of our reading. And I see this one and these, and I don't go with all of these, but I will go with this one, and I will go with this one. So, Aquarius, where are you right now in your journey? And that's the return is a beautiful place to be, and it's owning the things that you accomplished until this moment. And let's see where this is heading. And this is interesting because it is like something is heading your way that will get you in a place where you reap the things you have sown. And so that is like own your own mastery. It's the return after you accomplished what you accomplished. And I think you went a long way. And it's beautiful that this card holds a star in this, because it's like an Aquarian card where you followed your own star, your own North Star, to follow the path you were on, and you did a lot of things that helped you to master yourself and even master your mind, right? To get into this place of lightness. She is a light being, and she is in a state where she comes back into her home. She comes home, and that's a beautiful place to be, where you own your own emotions, where you own the things that you learned on your path in this life. And I think it was a difficult place to be. The last 16 years you had Pluto in your 12th house, so it as I always say, Aquarians were really heavy influenced, because they had to go through all of the hidden things they didn't know existed. because that's not something we hide from ourselves. The 12th house is something that is hidden because it's in our unconscious. And so you had to turn every stone, you had to see every shadow. And that's where you are, where you came through, and now it's in your sign. Pluto is in your sign and allows you to come home and to change for good. And that's, I think, the most difficult part is behind you. And even if Pluto is in your house, there is nothing to be afraid of, because now you turned every stone. And if you didn't, this will come up, of course. It will come up and be clear in your day-to-day life when this whole transformation happens. But what I want to say is, if you give it a little bit of time, the rewards will come your way, because that's money heading your way. And that's money in the motion of, with someone heading your way. It can be a masculine figure, it can be someone who has a lot of masculine energy, and it's not about gender, it's about the energy of masculinity. It's about this doing and coming forwards and the movement that is in there, and to give yourself a little bit of time to step into this place of receiving the rewards that you accomplished by mastering all of this. Give this a little bit of time to show up in your life, because it will. What you are okay to let go, yes, that's what you, of course, that's the delusion, that's the fantasizing about something. It's about you fantasizing the world into reality. You did the work. Maybe you've before this cycle ended, you tried to fantasize your way through life, but that's not what this is about. You mastered this kind of fantasizing, and it's about the idealism of and the perfectness of the moment. It's the perfectness of how life works, and not fantasizing about situations and people and all the things and deluding yourself. It's about you stepping into your own light, into your own ideal moment of this time, and enjoying yourself in it. So it comes with for me, this card comes with a little bit of innocence, that is in the light, that we can see here in this figure as well, this light of being innocent, being pure, right? So it comes with this, and it's lovely, and it's about this is of your connection to yourself and to your own energy. And the 17, I have to see this. This is like being the one who is facing the truth, that is you realized, and this is the card of depression, and facing that you were in a depression, and you were in a state of being in this state where you fantasized about reality, where you realized that you are in this place where you don't think good things will head your way. And because of this area of your life where you are that's about emotional resonance, if you stay in this place where you think nothing is coming your way, where you are depressed about outcomes, and you think that nothing will come from this is what is heading your way. And so that this is the emotional resonance that attracts things. And I think you mastered this, to see the tendency to to catastrophize, to see the tendency to fantasize about things, and then to see the resonance that comes with it. If we catastrophize, if we stay in this place of, oh, nothing good will come from this, nothing good will come from this, because that's the resonance. That is, if we keep ourselves in this place, and this can be a thing that was put in your mind about yourself. It can be something that was about your self-worth. And so nothing came from it because you stepped into this place of depression about your own self-worth. And now you did something else because you owned it. And so the value that you put into yourself, that being worthy of relationship, being worthy of being with other people, being in a loving relationship where you thought that would never happen. It will. This is a soul connection that's heading your way. It's a soul connection, and it's a reward in being in a connection because you can. And you worked your way through it. It's really lovely to see this because you worked your way into the present moment that is in a perfect state. We don't have to fantasize about things. We don't have to be deluded about people and about situations. We can just stay in this perfect moment and be the light that we came here to be. And you did the work. What is heading your way? Love is heading your way. And a place where you can feel your own passion, your own light, where you can see that is passion heading your way. Vesta is the hearth of the home. So you will head into a place where you are the beloved. You see that someone else is supporting you in all of this. So what is heading your way? It's love. It's love, it's being loved, it's being valued. And you step beyond this because you realized how valuable your resonance and your frequency is. And to overcome this idea that something has to be in a specific way, and otherwise I am not worthy. That is the thing you overcame. And what's the message from Spirit? And that's a beautiful reading, Aquarius. That's really beautiful. Because it's rewarding you. You know. And it's not that you did something to get the reward. You did something because you realized the value of your own frequency. You realized the moment where you step into this frequency of being connected and not catastrophizing and being in this place of, oh, I am not worth it. You can see the world around you change. That you mastered this. And maybe you mastered, before this, you mastered the depression part. Of course you did. But now you mastered this. And you step into a resourcefulness you never known before. That is beautiful. So this is money heading your way. This is being resourced. And there is this, again, we have beloved again. We have the radical acceptance of this present moment and the ability to step into this frequency for yourself. That is so lovely because you did the work to overcome this. And to overcome this not by putting it down or fantasizing or deluding yourself about it, being pure in your own frequency. That's what you did. And that's how the world has to react to you. Energy is the thing that follows your focus. And if you stay there, and that's what you mastered, because staying in this light that you are brought you into the place where life will bring this back to you. It will reward you. And what is supporting you? The flame. Yeah, we got it again, right? We got the flame, and that's what Vesta is about. Vesta is about the flame that's inside of you that kept you in this place where you could hold this emotional resonance, where you hold this, where you held yourself in this place of love and in resonance, to not step back into this place where you kept yourself captured in a way. And now life is following up with you. And that's really lovely, because you are the novice. In every single moment we are the novice. We are the new one that is stepping into our own frequency in the moment. And allow life to unfold, allow life to be the perfect creation it is, to allow ourselves to be the light, to return back home, to ourselves and to the things that we want to experience, right? And then we have it, we have the sun. And we have the moon as well. That's combining all that is, right? Combining the things that will bring us the joy. That's the new moon, the sun and the moon meeting. That's our radiance, our active area where we act in this world, and this is where we receive, right? This is where we receive. And this is the combination where we allow ourselves to be the beautiful beings that we are. We have these parts and these parts. And this is like you earned your way through mastery into this place where you allow yourself to be all of it. To be the active one, be the receiving one, and to stay in the resonance of your own frequency. And you walked your path through the areas of your life where you were hurt, where this really caused a lot of damage, and you got your head and your thoughts in check about those things you thought would be true, right? And this is where you learned to take the next step, and where you can take another perspective to step into this emotional place where you can see the things that were happening inside of your head. And that's really interesting, because we have another 5, and that's and we have another 5. So that's where all of these things, and we have the devil, all of these things invited you to master this area of your life where you thought you are not worthy. You don't get it. You are in competition. You are not the one who gets the emotions. You are not the one who is able to achieve what you want to achieve. And this was the devil manipulating you, and was not an outside devil, of course. It was an inner voice that deluded you about the things you can achieve and you can't achieve. And you got it at one point. You got it. That this was the toxic part of yourself, and you took the opportunity to see different perspectives and step into your own emotions. Allow this to be, allow the depression to be, and to face the things that come with depression, and to face the grief that you had to process. And then you could step into the next phase where you could overcome the 3 of Swords, the wounds that came with these experiences you had in your life, and then you stepped into your own sovereignty to overcome the things that hold you back inside, that held you back in your own frequency, that held you in the place of the depression. And you overcame it. You mastered this by stepping into your emotions and to feel what wanted to be felt. And now that wish is coming true. That's what has to happen. I'm sure, Aquarius, this has to happen because life follows your frequency. And if you allow those processes to be, if you allow yourself to step into the darkness of this devil card, into the things that the devil tries to tell you, that you are not worthy, you don't get it, you will never be, whatever that is in your life. I don't know what it is in your life, but you know. And you know what you mastered. And that's facing these areas of your life, that is facing the emotions that come with it. And this can be difficult for Aquarians, right? Because they are so in their mind. They try to find the overview. They find the look beyond from 30,000 feet above. Yes, that's a beautiful thing too. But it's facing the things. Radical acceptance of emotions as well. The deepness of your emotions, that they want to be processed, that grief wants to be felt and processed, and you did it. You stepped into these dark places of yourself, and that's really a beautiful thing, and you mastered it, and you are coming home now. Coming home to be the beautiful being that you are, and you welcome Pluto. You welcome the transformation that will happen, because it comes with a reward. With a reward for facing all that is deep and wounded and hurtful inside of you, and step into it and feeling it, and then step into the frequency of love that you are, and in the frequency that will show up in your outer world. Give it a moment of time to catch up with you, because you held it a long time. You held the frequency of being in the depression. So life has to follow up with you to step in and to show you what comes from this. But be sure you are on the return, and you own your own mastery, and pat yourself on the back. And that's a beautiful time to do so in between these years, because it was an intense year for you. 2024, it was a really intense year where you had to face it all. You had to feel it all. You had to work with it all. And you did it. And you will get your rewards. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here and for liking and subscribing and all the beautiful stuff. That helps me to grow the channel. And I'm curious what's heading your way. And I see you soon.